Hello, my name is Stephen Richardson, and this is the first part of the final project for GIS 510 for the spring 2019 semester. And for this first part of the project, want to go over some of the research questions that we want to explore through the completion of this project, and we're going to be utilizing some different sources, namely all North Carolina entities with the exception of United States Geological Survey. So in addition to those, we have the North Carolina Department of Environmental Quality and the North Carolina Department of Environmental Resources. And we want to explore some of the historical algal bloom occurrences that have been recorded throughout Wake County, and want to be able to determine if there is a prevalence of these occurrences due to land use, or if a particular watershed is affected more than some of the others. Within Wake County, there are multiple different watersheds, and each of these occurrences of algal blooms have been recorded and noted from the various monitoring stations throughout Wake County and the entirety of the state, but for the purpose of this project, focusing primarily within Wake County. And want to determine if we can better employ some of these sensors to detect and potentially get ahead of some of these blooms to prevent future eutrophic conditions. So we have my web map here that I've created and shared. Description being for those who are unfamiliar with algal blooms, but they can inundate both inland and coastal waters, and they are naturally occurring, but can be really increase in intensity due to nutrient enrichment due to surface runoff. And this can really take its toll on water quality and the natural ecology within these water systems. So I have multiple layers, both created and sourced from the locations previously mentioned, USGS, NCDNR, and NCDEQ. We have the terms of use here to be used by staff and students of GIS 510 for the spring semester. Thumbnail here is actually Lake Erie, so not within North Carolina, but that is a pretty good representation of the algal blooms that can be seen in a lot of the small impoundments and reservoirs within Wake County. So within the web map here, very similar to ArcMap, but I have broken up, basically, this is the different land use, which Raleigh centered here within Wake County is the only classified urban landscape. And we have up here is the northern part of Wake County is Falls Lake. And for the first question, we're going to assume a dispersion of the central detect of the algal bloom of out to 1 mile among superficial waters within that body. And I was able to determine that based on the first question is, what is the water body with the largest surface area affected, assuming a 1 mile radius dispersion of the algal bloom? And that was determined to be Falls Lake at over 8 million square meters of potentially affected surficial waters that have the potential to be transported downstream. Falls Lake is the main provider to the Neuse River. And as we can see, Neuse River travels through the majority of Wake County from the northwestern part down to the uh, eastern extent of the county itself. Hope for some positive feedback, and thank you guys for watching.